Lately, I've been evaluating kind of my friendships and relationships throughout the years. And as I am the only child, honestly, friends are a must to me. I grew up alone, and even though I'm okay alone, like, let's just be honest and realistic, you need people in your life. If you come from a big family and you have siblings, maybe lots of cousins, even like grandparents, you spend a lot of time with them, which is natural. And you might not see them as your friends, but they still play a big role in your part, and you pretty much never alone. That's very different for kids like me, because I always kind of subconsciously knew that I needed to go to people, and I think also my mom played a big role in that because she does have a lot of friends, so it just literally seemed natural to me my whole life. And simply because we are social beings, community is important. It's important to be surrounded by people. It's important to spend time with them, to create with them. You cannot be alone all of the time. Like, I do not believe stories of people who are so introverted, they literally gonna live in a cave, or like the percentage of the population is so small that honestly, it probably does not apply to you and definitely does not apply to me. And I would even go as far as to say the more you live, at least the more I live, the more I realize the importance of people in my life, and very obviously the importance of genuine people who are there for you, who care, and you care about them back. Hi everyone, I am Violetta, and I just like making YouTubes, I suppose. I like talking about the things that I have experienced, because I know that so many people have questions, especially young people, and you just have nobody to ask them, or it just requires such a strong vulnerability. Not everybody is on that level. So I'm happy to talk about my personal experience, because I really know that discussing them with somebody and sharing it and hearing other stories helped me immensely. So there might be a chance it might help you too. So for me, I'd say starting conversations and finding people has always been pretty easy. I'm not bragging about it. I'd say it's just my personality. I'm not afraid to say hi. I'm not afraid to compliment people. And pretty much my whole life, I've had like several groups of friends all over the globe, and I felt good, I felt connected, I felt like I always had somebody to talk to, which is great. And I genuinely had a lot of fun being surrounded by people and being included, being in the moment. My mistake was thinking that these people, or at least most of these people, wanted a deeper connection. So listen, I live in France. The relationship, or like the network, the friendship culture here is most of the time you go out for drinks. Your friends call you, or maybe it's one-on-one. Somebody tells you, hey, let's go grab a drink. So you go out on the terrace. Like, that's a whole thing. I'm pretty sure you heard about that, especially in Paris. Like, Parisians love the terraces. It could be -5 outside. They're gonna be on a terrace, sipping on red wine and smoking. But very often that's where it stops. Like, many people don't go further than that. Many people stay on that surface level. Let's go grab a drink. And I think in this case, my mistakes was taking this form of politeness, aka let's go for a drink, let's hang out together, for a desire for this deeper connection that I personally was always looking for. My question is, how do people connect these days? What happened to the community? What happened to having closer friendships? What happened to actually making an effort in your relationship? Are we all going to be surface level? And like, how do you even find closer friends, especially past, I'd say, college years, where usually that's where you find a lot of friends, or even at school. But then you're like, okay, I'm more of a grown up now. What am I supposed to do? I should say that relationships are a lot of work. And that's completely fine, and it's completely fine to sometimes feel tired and exhausted of certain relationships and work on your boundaries. But however, I promise that at the end of the day, it is completely worth it. And I have a great example for you. It's my mom. Oh my God, first of all, my mom is the greatest. She is really good with networking. She's really good with friendships, with people, with connections. I'd say I'm okay, but I'm still not on that level. So I really envy her, and I know that everybody loves it for her. She is a social butterfly, but she's not there for just surface level things. She really craves deeper connections, which doesn't mean that she's going to be friends with every single person she meets. Like, neither will I or you. It completely doesn't make sense. And that's not what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say here is my mom has been friends with her friends pretty much the whole life. Like, most of her friends come from college. So they've been friends for I'd say like 40 plus years, which actually sounds insane when you think about it. But I have known these people my whole life. Like, they raised me. I see my mom's close friends as my parents. I know that I can ask them for advice. I can count on them. That's just how it is. And what I love, love, love about their friendships, it's not just let's go grab a drink on a terrace. It's part of it, but a big, big, big part of it, the biggest part of it is just let's spend time together. Let's hang out together. It's come to my place. Hey, I just cooked dinner. What are you doing tonight? Come over. Let's eat together. Hey, I don't have anything to do. Can I come over? Let's do something together. And that's how families connect. So it's not just a one-on-one relationship. It's you get connected to the husbands, to the wives, to the kids. And I remember even as a kid, I would be friends with my mom's friends' kids because it just made sense. It does not necessarily mean that they were my closest friends, but I saw them as my family, all of them. And this is really something that to me has been missing these days. I just want to be invited to people's houses and chill together and hang out together. I don't know what happened to people. I don't know if that many people have some kind of anxiety now or social anxiety that they don't feel comfortable around other people. Me with my friends, you can come to my place. We don't need to talk. We could be each scrolling on our phones at certain point if we feel like it. We could just have a tea. We could have a drink. Whatever happens, we don't need to be interacting 100% of the time. And I feel like this is one of the unrealistic expectations that people have these days. Like when they are in the same room as somebody and at one point they don't really have much to say, they immediately feel uncomfortable. And I disagree with that. If you're on a level of emotional connection with somebody where you feel just good next to them, that should be fine. Like, remember how you grew up as a kid, hoping that there was a healthy upbringing. You just there. Your siblings are there. Your mom is there. You're not talking all of the time. What are you doing? You just living your life. Sometimes you read a book, sometimes you interact, but it could be just a very quick, even surface level interaction because it's like, hey mom, I'm hungry. Hey mom, that's what I saw at school. Like, you're not always there for them. You're also just there for yourself. This is how me personally, I view my friendships. I love to call, I have that friend, I just love to call her. She doesn't live that far. I'm like, I'm coming over. Are you home? Is that okay? And that's it. And then we just talk a little bit and we eat a little bit and then we just do our own thing and it just kind of feels so good and genuine to have this mutual connection. I understand that you can't have this with everybody, but I really feel like a lot of people are not even trying. To me, these days, friendships feel very, first of all, like not genuine and very performative in a way, as I told you, like you always need to be talking, you always need to be making jokes. Like, this is just unrealistic. And also, normal, genuine relationships and friendships don't require money. Your friends cannot always expect you, like, let's say they make more money than you. They can't always expect you to go out and have drinks and go on weekends together. Sometimes it's just small things. Sometimes it's just, let's go on a hike if that's what you like. Let's go for a walk, like something I personally really love. And I would go on a walk on my own too. Why wouldn't I invite my friend if I know that there could be a nice moment for us to connect, maybe to vent about something, maybe to just relax? It doesn't make sense to me. Friendships are not about money. Friendships are not about performing. Friendships are just about this good, genuine connection that, yes, you don't get with everybody. Sometimes you might even like the person, but the vibe is not the same. But first of all, you need to try. How are you going to know that you vibe or don't with this person if you don't even make the effort? But if you already know that you do like somebody and you want to spend time with them and you're still not reaching out, like, that's a no to me. And I'm saying it from personal experience. I have friends like this. Obviously, I consider them close friends? Honestly, I don't even like, to a certain extent. Yes, I still know that I can trust them, but I also know that they're not reaching out enough for me to want to spend more time with them, because at one point you don't want to get yourself heartbroken. You just say, okay, whatever, you don't want to spend time, that's all right with me. But don't expect any effort from me. Don't call me first if anything happens to you, because why would you? Like, and I'm thinking about that one friend. We've been friends for 5 years. I love him, but same, like, he never reaches out to me, or just very occasionally. Yes, we're still gonna send each other birthday messages and Christmas messages, and we're still gonna see each other like maybe several times a year, but will literally live 15 minutes one from another, it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not saying that you have to pursue a relationship with people if they are not open enough. I think it's just a no-go. You should try at the beginning. Maybe you should message them once, maybe you should message them twice, see their reaction, see if they end up reaching out to you later. If that's a no-go, like, that's okay. But it is very disappointing. Like, if all you do is always send me memes online and that's where it stops, as I said, don't expect much more from me, because it just makes sense. I also feel like, honestly, social media has a lot to do with it, because many people just feel that in order for them to connect with somebody, they can just pick up the phone and go on TikTok and scroll. And yeah, there are so many great people on social media. You hear these amazing stories, and a lot of people are very smart, very creative. They know how to do a lot of things, but you don't know them. They're not your friends. You're not close to each other. You never actually will be. So I literally don't get what's the point of doom scrolling, except that if maybe you're depressed, instead of, hey, maybe I should actually message this person and spend some time together. Like, are you following me? Doesn't make sense what I'm saying, because I'm trying to listen to myself, and it does make a lot of sense to me. It's very logical. So I know that life isn't logical. I know that it's not supposed to make sense all the time. But don't you want connections? Don't you want people in your life? Don't you want to feel like you belong? Don't you want to feel like you're close to somebody? Don't you want to feel like you can ask someone for help? Also a very important thing, because I feel like everybody's life is difficult at the moment. You need to be able to reach out to who? To those who only invite you out for drinks? That's not enough. So I don't really have a solution for you. Like, this is more of a conversation type. But I do have a solution for myself at the moment. Because I thought, like, maybe should I go like on Bumble for friends, because I know that does exist, and I know that you can easily find friends on social media. But at the same time, I feel like, at least at the moment, I would very much rather focus on myself, on my growth, development, career development, especially because this is something I would really, really like for myself, to be better off financially, and just to find a career that feels like I belong, that feels like it's good, and I just feel complete professionally. Just study languages and do whatever feels good for me, instead of making an effort for people who continuously disappoint you, or maybe just like don't show up enough for you to want to feel closer to this person. Yeah, I don't know. This is my solution for today. If you have any other, I'd like to hear them. If you're the type of person who struggles to connect deeply, honestly, be vulnerable, reach out. You cannot knock on a closed door continuously. Like, you can try several times. If it works for you, that's brilliant, that's amazing. If it doesn't, that's also completely fine. But you still gotta try. If you don't do it, do not expect any results to happen. Don't expect people to just miraculously wake up one day and say, oh my God, I love this person. You still gotta prove yourself to a certain extent. And then if this person is not reacting to this, that's completely fine. Maybe let's try someone else. Or as me at the moment, let's just mostly focus on ourselves. And then I feel like the more you focus on yourself, the more you attract people who are supposed to be in your life, because maybe they share the same ambition or hobbies or lifestyle mindset. So that's where I am today.